Hello, hello. Can everybody hear me as well as the game volume? Awesome. Thank you all very much. What's up, Analog? Alright, I am so excited to try this. Oh, wait, crap. How do I go back? There we go. Ninja Master. Yep, Infidelity did this by hand. This isn't an emulation port. This was made just like his other ones. And there's a bunch of cool stuff in here too. So I'm very excited to try this out. I love this game. Oh, that's so funny. Look up top how it says B and Y. Oh, that is so funny. Ren, don't be a dick. Let me... This is Mr. in 1080p 5x mode. That should be perfect. Okay. Oh man, this looks so cool. No sprite flicker. Music sounds great. Oh, this is really neat. The only thing though, I gotta just leave this paused or at the screen for a second. I'm playing on my 32-inch JVC D series, and it's a little bright, so I just gotta turn the brightness down a little bit. There we go. Also, the reds are kind of blown out of this one, and this is Steve from RetroTech found that fix that you could turn the reds down for sits like this, but I just never had a chance to do it. But the color palette looks very good too. Looks good on stream as well. I'm kind of peering over at OBS as I'm also watching it. This is an old CRT, Rick, so I'm not really sure about the newer ones. So there's so much about this game that I remember, and so much that I absolutely do not. So obviously I'm heading to the first castle now, which I do remember, but I'm kind of interested to see how far I get today and what else I can do. I think I gotta do an interview with Infidelity, the developer who did this, if they're interested, of course, because I want to talk about all these things: color palette, all the advantages of going on an SNES versus anything else, versus the original. Oh, look at those smooth transitions between the screens and the in here. That is so cool. So I vaguely remember in this first dungeon, you don't need to use all the keys, so you could end up saving one of them. Servith, so, my apologies to anybody who've been on the other streams I've done of these, but The SNES and NES are actually very similar in many different ways. So porting it over is possible without rewriting the whole code. And it's still a ton of work, by the way. But so the developer Infidelity has done exactly that. And the advantages that you get are far less slowdown, which we'll see in dungeons here, but also less or no sprite flicker, and the ability to take advantage of the Super Nintendo's other more powerful things. So you could do some things that were never able to be done on the original. Plus, even just from practicality's sake, right? Would you rather, if all of your games are available to play via this method, would you rather spend a lot of money to NES RGB mod your original 8-bit console, or would you just rather play them like this? I don't think there's a wrong answer. I think it's whatever you prefer. Hey, Bowie. Yeah, I love the soundtrack, and it sounds excellent. I can't remember anything, really. Aw, ran into a damn bat. I think they're talking about the raft. No spoilers. The Importer, thank you so much for the super chat. Much appreciated. Does this work with the NES ROM hacks for added quality of life? That is an excellent question. I don't think so, because this is now technically an SNES game. But I'd be willing to bet if you talk to Infidelity, he's on Patreon, I left the link right here, you would be able to have this conversation and kind of just go through and say, you know, maybe go hook up with other original Zelda hacks and have people start doing ports. I would also really love to see that happen with Metroid. Tony, what's up, man? Thank you so much for the super chat. This should be released anytime now. Today, tomorrow. It's probably not in beta anymore, but we'll find out. So far, so good. So thank you both for the super chat. Hey, Brian. No, this is not reverse engineered from GBA. This is only done using the original NES ROM and manually converting everything to work on the SNES. can't die in the first level. Wow, been a long time since I did that. I don't think any colors are added. If you're seeing a color difference, it's because the original NES was generated in composite. So basically whatever TV you used is going to process that slightly different. So technically speaking, every time you played Zelda on a different TV, it could theoretically just look different. So it could be a color palette thing or not. And I definitely remember a big debate about that a long time ago when all this stuff was first getting talked about, because some people remembered certain things different from their childhood. Technically, they're correct. The TV they had, like Sony's, always kind of push blue a little bit. So in the JVC pushes red. And obviously, when you're talking about RGB, red, green, blue colors, that's a huge effect on the overall game. Well, you know, not the performance, but the look of the game. Sorry. It's really hard to port these things. I believe the only reason Infidelity was able to get this one done so quickly is because of his knowledge of the previous few that he's been working on. Yeah, bombs. Does anybody remember, was there anything in the first dungeon that I could bomb and get? Oh yeah. No sprite flicker, no slowdown, heck of a lot better performance. The importer, I bomb buffs usually also, but with a full life and projectiles, I just figured why not. So is there anything I should go back in there for? Because now that I got bombs, is there anything that I'm missing in here? Hey Brian, yes, the GBSC will do that for you. Not on level 1. Thanks, Tony. So I forgot where all the levels were. I forgot everything. Which is kind of good. Now I'm like playing it for the first time again, but not. If that makes sense? Master Safer, hello. Alright, so I need this. Yeah. Correct. The EverDrive 64 is using emulation, which I have no problem with that, but stuff like this is probably going to be more accurate. And because it's fine-tuned per game, there's more potential for, or less potential for any bugs or anything like that. Oh, you son of a bitch. Of course I hit then. The real Phoenix. What's up? Which one is it? I totally forgot. It's been so long since I played this game. Is it the one that's right here? Oh, wait a minute. It was like right here. No? Was I close just now? There we go. Alright, so which one should I take? No, I'm kidding. I forgot all about that. I wonder if I ever even got that as a little kid. Ah, looks like you're hard at work, Real Phoenix. Yeah, as soon as you finish that other one or you're ready to prototype, let me know. I'll send you that NES and see if the prototype fixes all those all the things I was running into. I'm using one of those RetroFlag USB controllers, and they're it's fine, but if you see me walking weirdly, that's why. Sometimes the D-pad doesn't work as nicely as I would like. I mean, they're cheap and they're very low latency, so you know, you can't expect it all. Alright, so I'm going to take this opportunity to save, just so I save. Go into the menu for that exact reason. Alright. Brian Chambers, thank you so much for the super chat. Really, really appreciate it. Is there a budget converter that isn't an upscaler, or does it have to be an upscaler for it to work? There are a bunch of budget converters, and you could find them. I don't know if I have any in my Amazon store because they were kind of hard to find. But you could get them on eBay, and you could also check out LinuxBot 3000, which used to be Wakaba Video. I believe they have the exact transcoder you're looking for. If you specifically need VGA, they have you covered. If you need SCART, you could get the RetroTink transcoder, the comp to RGB, and that one would absolutely work as well. But the GBS control will work great because if you know how to build it and you already have one, you can get them pretty cheap, and the quality is good, and it's a tool that you could use for many other things. So, but I totally understand if you're like, no, I just want one little box to leave this plugged in and never worry about it. And in that case, yeah, look at LinuxBot 3000. I think Jam just changed the name of his store, so hey, what's up, Monty? You were using a cheap HDMI to VGA, but none of them output audio? That's weird. Was the issue with the OSSC? Can you confirm that the OSSC's HDMI output is definitely outputting video or outputting audio? Ah, Wakaba is the current name. Thank you, much appreciated. And that's where I gotta give the letter. Hey Ariel, how's it going? Tony, what's my favorite low latency Bluetooth controller? PS5 controller. Ooh, I don't want to die yet. Come on, I gotta get to these different places. Oh, hey, how about that? I remembered something. So I think if we're writing down glitches, is it supposed to say level 2 in the upper left-hand corner of this? Oh, I like level 2 though. It's not necessarily about how quickly I could beat the game. I'm just enjoying it. Oh, so it does say level 3. It was my cropping offset that they got it to look like that. Okay. Yeah, I think that works. Okay. And if anybody is wondering why level 3 is cut off, that's because I'm running it in 1080p 5x mode, because I want it to look here the way it would look with just about the same overscan as a CRT, but also because I want you to see as much of the game as possible. So it's not a glitch or anything, it's just me just trying to make this as cool as I can. It's also why I'm not on video. I'd rather just have you enjoy how cool this game looks. Oh, these things. These things, I couldn't even tell you how much I hated these things when I was a kid. Ooh, unless you get lucky and get stuff like that. Yeah, well, should I bomb to the right here? Usually that's a clue, right? Yeah. All right, I'm remembering some stuff. Well, throw me a bone here, Dark Nut. That's what these are called, right? Dark Nuts? It sounds like a joke I would make on a podcast with Voltar. It doesn't sound like a real name of something. Aww. Oh, likely aiming for Dark Knights. Yeah, good point. Very good point. These suckers never give you anything, right? Like, almost never, ever, ever. Alright, fuck those things. Yeah, this D-pad kind of sucks. I might have to switch to a different controller. It's sort of new. Maybe if I just mush it a little bit. Oh, screwed that up. Fucking D-pad. I'm not awesome at this game, but I keep aiming in the wrong direction because I set the D-pad and then hit bomb, and then it just did it again. Like, it's not... I might have to try to switch controller. Yeah, you know what? Let me look for another controller. I'll be right back. Okay, so I found a snack adapter with an original SNES controller, and I found the MacGyver adapter. So let me try to just beat this level and go from there. And I'll just deal with it. Oh man, it's so funky. I'll try my best to deal with it. And then once I'm able to save, because if I save now, it's been so long since I've played this. So if I save right now, save and quit, and I turn the game back on, will I start at level 3 or will I start at the beginning? Which isn't too far of a walk anyway, but... Well, this is just mean. But you notice there's no slowdown? If this was on the NES, how bad would that slowdown be right now? Still gotta go back and find level 2 just for the hell of it. Get me the hell out of here. I don't think you even get anything if you defeat all of them, if I remember correctly. Alright, I'm going to hit save, and then I'm going to grab my adapter, and then I'm going to grab a Super Nintendo controller. And let's hope that I start where I start. But let me, alright, so I saved. Ah, son of a bitch. Okay. Well, let me reboot, and let me just grab that other adapter.